What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a noob review of the Roland JD-XI. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing my noob review of the Roland JD-XI synthesizer. It is my second that I have purchased. The first one was the Korg MS-20IC MIDI controller, which has been awesome. But the Roland JD-XI rolled in a few days later, and I'm just now getting to be able to do a review on it. So here we go. So the Roland JD-XI is a crossover synthesizer from analog and digital. So you have two digital synths on there, a drum sequencer, and then there's an analog synth in there, which is fun for those who, like myself, are very new to synthesizers in general. So it lets you play around with that a little bit, and I'll show you what all that stuff is. Alright, so when it comes to the digital part of the synthesizer, you have your digital synth. You have a bunch of different options for whether you want to do sequencing, FX, keyboard, brass, lead, strings, and then you also have a mic for vocoders. So we have all these like different little things. We got your cutoff, your resonance for your filters, you got your amp and NV levels, envelopes, LFOs, your LFO rate, your depth, and then you have a whole bar over here for effects. So you got distortion, fuzz, compressor, a second effects, which is flanger, phaser, ring mod, slicer, and then you have a delay and reverb. So you can kind of turn all those on like they are right now. All the knobs are turned over to the left right now, but or you can choose to not use them. So for instance, let's do a delay, reverb. So boom, you got that. That's pretty cool. You have two of those. You got drums, which I like to sample some of those and then put them over into Ableton. And then you have your analog synthesizer, which is a lot of fun to try and figure out. You got new sounds, all that stuff. There's a lot of cool things you can do with the synthesizer. So I'd say if you're looking for a good first choice in a synthesizer that's going to get you, that has a lot of stuff already pre-made into it, this is probably one of the best ones to start out with, because there's just so much versatility in it with the two digital synthesizer parts that you can select, the drums and the analog synth. And the analog synth really can, there's a lot you can do with it, especially if you're like myself and new and getting into synthesizers. It'll help you learn a lot of the basics of synthesis. So if I could suggest a synthesizer for people who are getting into synthesizers and electronic music in general, I would start off with saving up your money and getting something like the JD-XI, because it has been awesome. I've gotten to put it into a bunch of tracks, got to do a bunch of new stuff with it, lots of really good bass and subtones. Just fucking awesome synthesizer. I don't know what else to say about it. I've had so much fun having this thing in here. I think I've spent maybe 20 plus hours just messing with it alone, and that's after only having it for, you know, a month or so. So yeah, So let's see what kind of noises we can make with it. Some of the stuff I like to play with basses. Got an arpeggiator on here, which we can change the tempo with the tempo knob, obviously. I play everything at 120 beats per minute right now, so that's what I set a lot of my arpeggiations to. Or 60 for some halftime arpeggiations. So, got that. Got some awesome lead synthesizers. A lot of the fun ones that I like to mess with are the strings and the pads to add some depth to a lot of your music. So yeah. So I'm about to show you a track that I made with a lot of the different things you can do with the JD-XI. So here you go. Well, that is it for now. I want to say thank you guys for checking out another Noob review. I want to hopefully continue to do these in the future as I gain more knowledge about the things that I'm using. Also can be passed on to you so you can see things as a noob like I see things as a noob. And hopefully one day I can have some better reviews as I become less of a noob. But for now, appreciate it. Please like and please subscribe, and we'll We'll see you next time.